But the reason why most people don't change their lives is that they don't play the worst case scenario in their heads. They run away from it. But feel the fear. Feel the worst case. And then ask yourself, can you build from that? Because once you've been there, then you're able to go up. And then, of course, have your best case scenario. And then ask yourself, best case scenario, what do I need to do to get to the best case scenario?
Yep.
And that's constantly what I do. I'm a worst case scenario, best case scenario kind of guy. I go first to the worst case scenario, and then from the worst case scenario, then I'll build myself up to the best case scenario all the time. I don't like avoiding. I'm not avoidant of what the worst that could come.
So I know that eventually you became a pastor.
Yeah.
And you were a man of the cloth, and you were in the faith, and you ran a church. Can you take us through how you ended up there?
2000, I came across an African-American brother who was a missionary. I was already Christian. I was attending another church. I meet him at the university campus, going to visit my then girlfriend. And then he tells me about this church, and I start visiting the church. And then a mentorship, discipleship, as we call it in Christianity, builds up from then. I'm age of 20. And then this gentleman teaches me a lot about being a man. I mean, having grown up without a father and being raised by a grandfather was totally overwhelmed with having to raise a bunch of grandchildren. You know, you don't get a lot of chance to learn anything much about being a man. So this man teaches everything. I remember he used to say to me, Jabs, presentation. Ladies love presentation. So that's when I learned about presentation. It didn't help me very much because my proposal was horrible.
Your proposal?
Yeah,
you had the presentation, but you couldn't deliver the message.
But I learned about flowers. I learned about presenting myself, smelling nice, being well-groomed, being well-spoken. And quite a lot of the way that I speak is influenced by this man,
Yeah.
It's influenced a lot about him.
If that's where you picked up the accent.
I picked up the accent back in the school, man. I picked up an accent from New York Undercover, man. I picked up an accent from listening to rap.
Yeah.
I picked up the accent from watching movies back in the day. Because some of that's, here's the thing about it is that some people are auditory. This is what people understand sometimes about the human beings. Some people are auditory. Some people can pick up sounds. They can hear like nuances and sounds better than most people. People that easily can move in and out of a different accent. It's not necessarily intentional per se. It's like when I'm in the States, I speak differently than when I'm over here because I'm auditory. I pick up sounds. I can hear the nuances in the way that people speak. When I'm in Joburg speaking fast, I speak differently.